this is Anthony Hannigan. Welcome back to musicmoose.org. We are in guitar chord heaven over here. We left off last week, or last episode, stuck between time here, and nobody knows but me. We're right here in the F land now. What I mean by F is going to be the first time you're going to be challenged as a guitar player to start blending in the relative chords, because we're going to get into that in a future lesson too. The chords that are going to go along with each chord and what chords you can get used to hearing in every song. So right here is our F chords. C is right there, and all we're going to do is drop down these two fingers, leave the index finger where it is, and that's our F. And just like its cousin, the C chord, if we were to raise it, we have the full F. But a great little practice to get into is starting to alternate those strings. Now you're going to find you have very limited resources with this to get that ringing sound that you want, or that you get with the D and the C and the G. Because now you're fighting against the open strings. Now, just like the C, like we did with C, and I did the C position over here, underneath the G position like this, and I'll take this really slow. Here's the G, the folk, I call it the folk G. Right underneath that, just dropping these two fingers, your middle finger and your index finger, your pointer finger, to a C. If you keep going down, you're right there with the F now. So a song, we can just sit there and play it standard bluegrass style, I would play it G, F, C, G, G, F, C, and try to get those rotations in there, those alterations between the chords to do the rhythm. Now if we go back to the lesson we had in D, let's go with our C chord and count out C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. One above it there is F. So we're hitting an actual C chord, like a C7, and sliding all the way up. Past the, right on the 8th fret we're going to land. That's also an F. And that'll come in handy for playing swing stuff. Again, you can get over on DJ set, look at some of the jazz chords, and then come back and apply those chords too. But for now, we're going to just use the standard bluegrass F chord. We're going to use the folky F chord. So a nice little, and also you can work the F off the G sometimes in rhythm. So if I'm playing a song in G, right there I threw it in, to a C, to a G. It gives it a nice little, I think like a 7th kind of sound, but you can play around with that and vamp on it. But pretty much a good rehearsal time is to get into that and just alternate that F like so. That's the F chord for you, and that's the actual rotation and the rhythm that goes along with it. Enjoy the F chord. It's probably going to be the most difficult one. And a nice little trick, take your capo. We're going to get into a whole segment on capo too and how they work. But get that handy, because we're going to get into an F chord later on here in the series and explain how you can hit an F chord in a various different type of position up and down the neck. Hey, I'm Anthony Hannigan. This is musicmoose.org. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode. Moose on, everyone.